Luke John Harrison here. Welcome to episode 173 of the Daily Boom! It's Monday. It's that day where you all feel like a change and you're quite optimistic. So it's a good time to start sometimes. However, I want to chat about why you're unhappy. And this hit me massively when I heard this very recently, because I can relate to this big style. The reason that we get unhappy, the reason that we maybe are unhappy, is because our life didn't play out how we thought it would, or our life right now is not how we'd imagined it would be. Maybe we imagined not being in a dead-end job. Maybe we imagined having a family by now. Maybe we imagined being in the perfect relationship by now. Maybe we imagined we would have more money by now. Maybe we would have a better body by now and not be struggling with our health issues. So here's the thing. We had a story. We had a story in our head about how our life should have played out. And so we cling to that story consistently, that map of how we think it should be. And because we're not there, we get disheartened. And a lot of the time when we get disheartened and things don't work out, we expect things not to work out. So what comes our way? Things that don't work out. So then what happens is we tend to blame. We don't accept responsibility for our actions. We don't accept responsibility for where we are. And then we tend to say it's our family's fault, it's our friend's fault, it's our ex-partner's fault, it's the fault of the government, it's the fault of your boss at work, it's your fault of your co-workers, it's your fault of social media, it's your fault of everybody against you. It's never a matter of accepting responsibility. It's just a matter of blame. And when we blame, we can't move forward. So here's something to bear in mind. What is happiness? Happiness is, well, before I go on to that, cast your mind back, or even right now, what part of your life are you happy with? Are you happy with your body? Are you happy with your relationship? Are you happy with your finances? Are you happy with yourself? What about it is, what about it are you happy? Don't add again. The part of life that you're happy with, why are you happy in that area? You know why? Likely because you've seen progress in that area. When we see progress, it means we're happy with something. When we start to stay still or get worse, that's when we start to blame and criticize and moan and complain and bitch and whine, and nothing goes our way. Accepting responsibility is one of those things that is, well, it's the only thing that's going to move you forward. Blame never is, because when you blame or you expect bad things, you're in the victim position, and victims struggle to move forward. The only person you are victim to is yourself. It's yourself that is holding you back from what you want. And have a think about, say you wanted the perfect relationship by this time in your life and you don't have it, and it stresses you out and it makes you unhappy, and you look at others and you think, I wish I had what they have. Accept responsibility that maybe if you played this out in your head, you mapped this perfect relationship, this situation out, maybe all the relationships you've been in the past have ended because you were a bit pushy or needy, and the other people are like, I don't want to deal with this right now, I'm not quite ready for this. Maybe you carried that story so strongly that you pushed others away. So how do we combat this? Well, we have to accept responsibility for our actions and how we have acted and how we're about to act. We can accept responsibility for now and what we're going to do to change things. So if we are believing the story so strongly and it's not working out that way, maybe we need to change the actual story. Because a lot of people say, I want some more money. Okay, well, I've got 20 quid in my pocket. Here's some more money. There you go. Are you happy now? You've got more money. It's not specific enough. How much money? Why is it important? How are you going to get it? Why do you give a shit? Like, it doesn't make sense. People think that money are going to solve the problems. It's not. There is plenty of rich, miserable people out there. There's probably a hell of a lot more rich, miserable people than you realise. But a lot of people have egos and will not say that. They'll say that money makes you happy, and it does make life easier, and it does help you have great experiences, and it makes the world go round, if you will. It's very, very important. But money's not the issue. Lack of responsibility is the issue. Because if you wanted money that bad, You'd go out and get it somewhere. You'd sell some stuff from your house. You could go to a car boot sale and sell stuff on eBay. You could find ways of doing things for people for money. You could find ways of growing your mindset so you knew how to sell more. You could look for jobs harder. You could do the things that for other people maybe that they will pay you for, like cooking or cleaning or sorting out. Or you could offer your services voluntarily until people decide to pay you. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's all different kinds of jobs out there. A lot of people won't do jobs for ego reasons, but if you want money that bad, you'll go and get it. The right way, of course, not by ripping people off or robbing or anything like that, but if you're making money on an honest living and you're helping people get what they want, go out and earn that money whatever way it is. Doesn't make a difference. So think about it. Maybe think about the story that you've got in the head, this perfect vision of your life. Maybe that's not what you want. Maybe that's just what you think you want. Because you look at others and maybe you think, I want that. Or maybe you've thought that for so long, but you've never got it. So even if you did get it, you don't really know if it's going to make you happy because you're not there yet. So think about, maybe you need to start changing the story. Maybe you need to start accepting, hang on, maybe this is not what I want. Maybe I want something different. How do you find that out? You go out and just experience other things. Because we think we know what's best for us. And we usually act in the interest of what's best for us. But sometimes unless we push out our comfort zone, we don't really know. Consider these words and share them, please. It's peace out from me. Happy Monday.